what did you do?
It's on.
Yeah, you turned it on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Fix it?
You want Mama to fix it?
Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Lisa and I'm the Viet vegan because I'm Viet and I'm vegan, and today is another episode of Vegan Kitchen Diaries, sort of a vlog, episode 2. I mentioned in my last video that I was sort of like switching to this sort of format where I'm just turning on the camera and just filming what I'm cooking. There may be a recipe, there may not be a recipe, I might be testing recipes, that kind of thing. So, you know, it's a very chill time. I just want to show you guys the possibilities of vegan cooking and that you can do it as an everyday person. You can be busy with a toddler and you can also still eat plant-based. So, you know, grab a snack, grab your drink, sit back, relax, hang out, put me in the background, and let's just have a good time. So today we're starting off with a stir fry using a bunch of veggies that are in my fridge, which are shiitake mushrooms, carrots, and broccoli. Bean really likes broccoli at this point, and like they're kind of hit or miss with carrots. Mushrooms are always a hit with them, and same with broccoli. And I had some leftover zucchini. This was like early on I think in September, so we still had some zucchini going on. But Bean hates zucchini. I don't know what it is. Eddie also doesn't like zucchini, so maybe it's like a texture thing. I don't know. I'm just gonna still keep serving it every now and then because I like zucchini. It is what it is. For the stir fry, I'm just cooking everything in a bit of oil and then I'm adding a bit of broth to sort of like season it. For the noodles, I'm cooking the noodles in a bit of a broth and oyster sauce, vegan oyster sauce, obviously. And you don't have to boil them. You just cook them in the water. It absorbs all the water and then it's like, it's done. I mean, I guess that's like kind of cooking them, but it's not like a separate boiling, which is amazing. This is like my new favorite noodle for stir fry. If you've ever had ifu noodles, this is very similar to that sort of texture where it's like spongy, but almost not. It's like lighter than like a regular wide rice noodle, but it's still got some substance to it. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really, really good. Wait. You want soy milk? Did you find the Hulk? Did you find the Hulk? Oh. Can you look for the Hulk? I don't know where the Hulk is. I don't know where you put the Hulk. Did you find the Hulk? Hulk? So the stir fry probably takes about 45 minutes from start to finish, depending on your knife skills. I think it took me about 10 minutes to prep all the veggies and then cooking the veggies and then cooking the noodles all together and stir frying them like sort of separately and then combining them together probably takes about 40 minutes. And then towards the end of the noodle cooking process, once the noodles have fully like softened, I like to take the excess broth at the end, mix it with a bit of cornstarch. So I don't want like a soupy noodle, I still want like a saucy noodle. So I mix that with the cornstarch, and since it's already seasoned with the broth, I don't need to add like extra unless you want it to be saltier, but I usually find it's fine. But then I add this back into the noodles and then I sort of cook the noodles in this sauce so it kind of has a more silkier mouthfeel to it. You could also do this to the veggies, but I find that I just really want the noodles to have that sort of silkiness, and that way the noodles don't stick together the same way. I mean, these will still stick a little bit, but it won't be like as like starchy. I'm finishing off the seasoning with a bit of white pepper, and then I'm mixing together the noodles that I cooked with the vegetables that I had stir fried before. And I'm also using some Gardein chickenless strips or whatever. You could also add in like soy curls here. This is also really good, but I would cook the soy curls separately and then season them and then pan fry them so they have a little bit of a crisp. This meal usually lasts us about 2 or 3 days because I just love these noodles so much. Bean likes them a little bit. I think they find it kind of challenging to chew. It's really not that hard of a noodle, but Bean, I don't know what it is. I don't know how to encourage them to chew more, but they sometimes will just like take food, shove them down their gullet, chomp once or twice, and then swallow. Because the noodles are kind of longer, they'll like gag on the noodles because they're a heckin' toddler. So I've been trying to encourage them to chew more. So anyway, that's just a work in progress. And like I cut the noodles with scissors, so they're shorter. They're no longer than like an inch long, but sometimes I'll just like grab a mittful of noodles and just chew, swallow. I don't know. But anyway, this recipe I'm testing here is a sort of like Mexican rice inspired, or like arroz rojo inspired rice. And I don't know what it is about cooking rice on the stove, but no matter how many times I've tried, it's always terrible. It's either not cooked enough or just completely mushy, or it's all burned to the bottom of the pan. I can't do it. I give up. I have a rice cooker for a reason. So to make this rice, flavored rice, it's like tomato rice. You stir fry the aromatics first and then you add it to the rice cooker, because I tried just adding everything to the rice cooker and it just it didn't hit the same way, you know? So I like to caramelize everything in the pot first, and then you could toast the rice like what I'm doing here. I was a little discouraged by how much I burned everything to the bottom of the pot because I got distracted. So I'm just using the rice to sort of pick up the charred bits and the flavor at the bottom, and then transferring that to a rice cooker, and then adding some water and then hitting cook. I also added some celery. I meant to cook it with the onions, but I just forgot to, so I'm adding it separately now in this burnt pan, but just adding that in for a little extra fiber. And Bean really likes cooked celery. So now if you want this recipe, I actually have this recipe on the blog. I have it both the rice cooker and the Instant Pot version. The Instant Pot one is kind of more convenient because you just cook it and like saute it all in the same pot, whereas with a rice cooker you need to use a pot on the stove and then transfer it to the rice cooker. I prefer the flavor and the texture of the rice in the rice cooker, if that makes any sense. You know, use whatever you have. Like, don't buy an Instant Pot if you already have a rice cooker. Don't buy a rice cooker if you are happy with your Instant Pot. But I just use my rice cooker so often. The rice that my rice cooker, especially the new one, it actually is so delicious. It's like sticky and fluffy. My Tiger did do that sometimes, but this is like consistently, I don't know what it is. It's just delicious. And it's only specifically the long version of cooking rice. It takes like 50 minutes. It's so long, but it's actually so worth it because the rice is just perfectly sticky and chewy. Oh man, it's so good. Uh-oh, I don't think that was enough water. What happened? Uh-oh, what happened? Whoa. Hey, we gotta leave the bowl there. Mama needs to use it. Yeah. Excuse me. Can you put it? Mama needs it there. Yeah. I found this Crisco. It's golden. Doré. Golden doré. Golden doré. Golden doré. Okay, so we need to measure it out. We're using a scale. So we need to use 4 ounces. Hey, don't bend over, please. Can you stand up straight? You're gonna fall out of the learning tower. We don't want that. Excuse me. Can you put it there? Yeah, perfect. That's where we need it. Yay! Okay, so we need 4 ounces. Leave it, please. Okay, so we need 12 ounces of flour. We need 12. Hey, don't, no. Hey, don't press it. Hey, okay. We're gonna open it up. Yeah, that's butter. Butter. So we're gonna put that in there. Oops. We need some sugar. Here, can you put the lid back on? Put the lid back on this. Perfect. Now close it. Oh, that's open. Now close it. Yeah, all the way down, all the way down. All the way down. All the way. Push, 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 push. You did it the first time. Push, push. All the way. There you go. Now it's closed.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
Uh-oh.
What did you do?
Oh, yay! Oh, yay!
And we need some sugar. Do you want to put the sugar in the bowl here? Can you reach? Actually, here, you put it in this bowl, and then Mama will pour it in the other thing. Yeah, sugar. All right, all right. And this goes in here. Now we just need some salt. Now we're gonna put this on. We're gonna turn it on. You ready? I'm here, I'm here. Yeah, I think it's all done. I don't even think I needed water. It just stuck together. Yeah. So now we divide it into two.
No.
You want color? Not yet. Hang on, can you come down? Uh-oh. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Pardon? Let's see, let's measure this.
Uh-oh.
What did you do?
Uh-oh.
You turned it on.
Uh-oh.
Don't do that. So 588 divided by 2 is 250 plus 44. It's about 395, right? No, that's wrong. 295. There we go. Was there water in there? I don't know if there was water in there. Whoa. Careful, this is sharp, okay? Hey, hey, no. No, thank you. Yeah, it is a circle, you're right. But let's not touch that, please. Yeah, those are all circles, you're right. Hey, stop touching stuff. All right, all right. Here, can you pat this down? You can flatten it out. Oh, gentle, gentle, gentle. We don't want to poke holes in there. Here, flat like this. Yeah. Perfect. Good work. All right. No, thank you. We're all done with this. Oh, gentle, please. Gentle, please. Okay, all right, all right. We want it to be a nice flat disc. Perfect. Good work. Why are you pressing all the buttons on my appliances?
No.
No.
Wait.
Just keep it here, please. We're gonna do it to this one too. Yeah, we leave it and we flatten it. See? We want it to be flat. Although this one, hold on, I gotta fix it. Wait, hands up, please, hands up, please. Hang on, there's a part that Mama needs to fix. Hang on.
Mia. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what did you do?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you turned it on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Fix it?
You want Mama to fix it?
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry. Didn't mean to scare you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You want the spinning wheel again?
Uh,
No? Can I help you? Wait. Let me just wrap it up and then you can flatten it. There you go. Here, you can use the bottom of this to flatten. There you go. Perfect.
it too?
You want to flatten that one too? Well, you gotta stop poking holes in it. Okay, all done. Now we gotta let it rest. Oh man, you really like dented this. Hang on. Okay. Over the years, I've really thought about this a lot as someone who always wanted to have a family. Now that I do have a kid, it's been something that's been on my mind a lot. I'm trying to be like a conscious parent and trying to sort of like heal generational traumas that I have experienced as a kid. And one thing that I really appreciated that my mom did for the most part with raising me is that she didn't restrict what I ate. She, like, if there was a snack that I wanted at the grocery store, like she would buy that snack for me. Like she wouldn't restrict what I was eating and how much I was eating. She would kind of like judge me, being like, should you be eating this at this late of the time, or like, should you eat this, or should you eat that much, or all that kind of stuff. Like some of it is like valid and fair. Like maybe I was eating like candy for breakfast or whatever. Like that's not illegal, but not recommended. And so I think that my relationship with food now is largely due to the fact that my mom didn't restrict the type of foods that I ate growing up. Like junk food wasn't off limits. I could eat as much as I wanted, and I was pretty good at regulating myself in terms of like how much to eat and how much, when to stop and all that kind of stuff. I was also a pretty active kid. I think all things considered, it was very balanced. Granted, I did have my own experiences with disordered eating later on, but it wasn't really necessarily like restriction in terms of like I didn't feel like foods were off limits. For me, my history with disordered eating was about like a lack of control in my life, and my food intake was my source of control. Obviously that's something that I'm very mindful of now. But anyway, back on how I'm approaching food with Bean, because eating like a plant-based diet is a restrictive diet. Now, obviously, like you don't have to restrict in the ways that like it's not like a weight loss restriction, but more so like an ethical restriction, right? When I describe how they eat, I usually say Bean eats what we eat and we eat plant-based. But when we're out and about, or there's other kids that are like offering a snack or whatever, if it's vegetarian, I let Bean have it. Although I've also let Bean have like fruit snacks with gelatin in it. It's not like something that I would buy for them necessarily, but if it's other kids are having it and Bean's like, what's that? I want that. Like depending on what it is, like we have given it to Bean. Maybe that's controversial for some people, but that's just, I think, the choice that we've made for our family, because we want Bean to have like a quote unquote regular childhood, if that makes any sense. So like if they go to birthday parties or if they're having a sleepover at a friend's house, I'm not gonna I would ideally like to set them up for success when it comes to like having plant-based options for them, if I either like make it or if the parent that they're staying with like makes it for them. But if they want to try bacon, if they want to try eggs or whatever, like I'm not gonna stop them, if that makes sense. And I'm not gonna shame them for making that choice, because that's what kids do. Kids try different things, they push boundaries. Again, this is to reiterate, if we're at a restaurant, obviously we're having like a vegan meal because we've chosen a place with vegan options and I'm ordering for them, right? I'm doing my best to not contribute financially to any animal products, but when they're with friends or if they're at school or we're in a situation where I don't necessarily have that control, I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. So when it comes to like Halloween, for example, like other parents have bought these Halloween candies that may have gelatin in them, that may have shellac or milk products or whatever. I'm not going to be necessarily like switching everything. It depends what it is, right? I think that's just where we're at for our family right now. Things might change. I might change my mind, but I think that's like kind of where we stand. And I hope that helps anyone who is also considering raising a vegan family. Gonna turn these into muffins tomorrow. Oh no. no. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. Shortbread is the name of the crust. It is very crumbly.